Hello guys, welcome to Online Study for You, your one-step solution for all your placement needs. So guys, in today's video, we will be discussing about TCS updated pattern. So guys, TCS has updated its pattern for TCS NQT. A new topic of SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle, is added in Programming Logic section. So we will be discussing about this TCS pattern. So in today's video, first of all, we will understand what is SDLC and we will learn one basic model of SDLC. But guys, if you like the video, if you like getting notification of these kind of videos, then guys please subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. And guys, before starting the video, I have one announcement to make that only 1 week is left for TCS NQT. So guys, we have launched some good courses for TCS. So guys, you can go on to Online Study for You. Okay, after going to Online Study for You, just click on the website onlinestudyforyou.in, and then you will be redirected to this website, and after that go to premium materials and go to video materials. Okay guys, in video materials you will find crash course on TCS NQT new pattern, which is its price is just 249 rupees, which is less than the price of a pizza. So guys, this is just an investment for getting a job at TCS. So guys, you can buy this course and prepare for TCS NQT. So guys, it is very less price in the market. No one offer a course at this price, only 249 rupees. So guys, it is a special offer for last week. So guys, you can get this course and prepare for TCS. Guys, we have another thing that when you go to a quiz contest, so when going to quiz contest, you will find such a window, and then you have select company for quiz. So when you select this, you will find TCS NQT 2021 quiz. Its price is just 75 rupees. So guys, in this we have almost 10 quiz. So out of which 5 quiz are there, and rest 5 quiz will be updated on 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23 October. So guys, we have 40 question in 40 minutes, and guys, you can buy this quiz, and you can also try one quiz for free. So when you will try for free, it will ask for login, then you can try one quiz for free, and if you like, then you can buy our quizzes. So guys, these things you can do. And guys, another thing, let's start the video guys. So guys, TCS Ion has conducted a FB Live webinar in which they told the pattern of this subject NQT section. So in subject NQT, when you were filling the form of TCS NQT, you could have seen that in programming section there are two parts, part A and part B. In part A, there is pseudocode algorithm programming construct based development lifecycle SDLC. So this is what we are talking about. This section, this topic, TCS has added new this time. So there are also topics like implementation using C, C++ and Java. So guys, there will be 10 questions and you have to solve those 10 questions in 15 minutes. So guys, you can assume that you will be getting minimum 1 to 2 questions from software development lifecycle. So it is a very easy subject. So guys, you don't have to worry about this, and it is a scoring subject. So guys, you would have studied a subject in your 4th semester with name software engineering. So it is just one part of software engineering. So guys, let's understand what is SDLC. So SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle, SDLC, is a process used by the software industry to design, develop and test high quality software. The SDLC aims to produce a high quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectation, reaches completion within times and cost estimates. So guys, basically SDLC is a process of developing a software. So guys, when we develop a software, we don't just coding. So guys, you might be creating projects for yourself, and the only thing that you do is coding. So you just sit down and code. But in industry, we do not do just coding. There are many further processes, and this process of developing a software is called software development life cycle. So it is used to design, develop and test high quality software. So we will look at what is designing mean, developing means and testing means. So we will design, develop and test high quality software. So if we want to produce high quality software according to customer expectation and within the time and within the cost that has been given to us, so for that we cannot do and just sit we cannot just sit and do coding without any preparation, without any planning. So for this we need SDLC. So in industry you will have to work on SDLC. And guys, there are another types of software models. So these are the types of software model from which you will be getting your questions. So the basic model is waterfall model, which we will be discussing in this video. And there are other models like iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model, agile model, which is frequently used in industry, RAD model. So you will be getting your questions from all these topics. So guys, we will be learning basic model, waterfall model. So guys, waterfall model is the basic, is the most basic model of SDLC. So sometimes when somebody asks define SDLC, you just define the steps that are involved in waterfall model, because waterfall model is the most basic model of SDLC. So each and every model, iterative model, spiral model, V model, Big Bang model, all the models are directly or indirectly derived from waterfall model. So it is important for you to learn waterfall model. So guys, let's understand what is waterfall model. So waterfall model was first process model to be introduced. It is also referred to as linear sequential model. So guys, this model is linear. Okay, it is linear and it follows a certain sequence. It is very simple to understand and use. In waterfall model, each be completed before the next phase. So guys, you don't have to worry about all these terms. So just remember that in waterfall model, we just complete one phase, then only we go to next phase. If one phase is not completed, then we will not look on to next phase. So waterfall model is as earliest SDLC model. So I have told you that waterfall model illustrates the software development process in linear sequential flow. It will be linear. Okay, there will not be anything. It will be linear. Okay, so one step, after that another, after that another. In this way, we will proceed. So I also told you this means that any phase in the development process begins only if previous phase is completed. In this waterfall model, the phase do not overlap. Okay, so in sequential model, phase do not overlap. Obviously, it is obvious. Okay, this is the diagram of waterfall model. So guys, you have to understand this diagram only. Then you will completely understand waterfall model. Okay, it is very simple model. There is nothing tough in it. So guys, first stage is requirement analysis. So guys, just listen with care, listen with attention what I'm saying. So requirement analysis. So first step of SDLC or first step of waterfall model is requirement analysis. So guys, when we are creating any software model, first we have to take the requirement of the specific software, that what is to be created. If we do not know what is to be created, then we end up creating some kind of mess. So first we ask our customer, ask our client, that what you want to get created. So the client will give us the requirement. Okay, I want this software, it should have this feature, this function. So in this way we can note down all those requirements, and after noting down all those requirements, we show the document to the client, and then client agrees, okay, these are the model, and that will be created, what will be cost, how much time it will take. So all these kind of requirement we take in first phase, which is requirement analysis phase. After requirement analysis phase, there is system phase. So in system design phase, what happens is we have the requirement. Now we have to design that how we have to develop this software. So in system design, we just design the algorithm that we will use in developing this software. We will be defining data structure that we need to use, and we will also be creating the database design if it is required. We will be creating database design, and then we will document all these design that we are going to use this document, this algorithm, these data structures, this database and all. So here we design the system. After designing the system, we implement it. So what is implementation? In implementation comes coding. So guys, after system design, the document is given to the coders or programmers. So the programmers just sit and code. So this is the coding is the smallest part of whole SDLC, whole waterfall model or any model. Coding is just a part of it. So in implementation, we code all of the software that we have to create. After coding, when coding is done, the project is created, then it is sent for testing. So the tester just tests the software, that it is created right or not. There are multiple type of testing: unit testing, beta testing, all those testing. So it tests that it is right or not. If it is right, then it is deployed. So it is deployed in environment for the company that company requires it. And after deployment, so there is any problem in the software, there is any bug, or there is any kind of issue in the software, then we maintain the software. So maintenance is something that you have to do for a software, it is obvious. So this is the waterfall model. This is the most basic model. So any software you will create, these process will be involved in creating a software. So first you have to take the requirement, design the system, you have to code it, then you have to test it, then you have to deploy it, and then you have to continuously maintain it. So guys, in waterfall model, what happens is, first we if we have done requirement analysis, then only we can come to system design. So this is most important of waterfall model, that it is sequential model. So in waterfall model you have to just go one by one. So first you have to do requirement analysis, after that system design. So you cannot get back to previous phase, and you cannot go to next phase until previous phase is completed. So it is sequential model. Okay guys, so now there are some advantages of waterfall model. So waterfall model is simple and easy to understand. So as you have seen how simple it is and how easy it is to understand. There is nothing. It is just in linear in way. Okay, so you have to follow certain steps and your software will get created. But I also want to tell you one thing, that this is a kind of fictional model. So no software has been created using this model till date. But don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. So another advantage of is that is it is easy to manage due to rigidity of the model. Each phase has a specific deliveries and a review process. So it is easy to manage because it is a rigid model. So to complete one step, then only you can go to another phase. So it is rigid. So it is just easy to follow, that you have to do this, after you have to do this. So there's no issue in that. Phases are processed and completed one at a time. So just guys, if system design phase is going, then you have to do system design only. You have to do one phase at a time, then only you can go to another phase. You cannot work in parallel, like someone is getting requirement and on the same time someone is starting system design. You cannot do that in this model. Another thing is it works well for smaller projects when requirements are very well understood. Okay guys, this is most crucial point. If you have a small project which will be created too much early and requirement are very well understood, because in industry requirement are diversified. Okay, technology changes and requirement changes. So if you have requirement, you are very specific with requirements, the requirements won't change, then you can use waterfall model. Okay, clearly defined stage. So its stage, as you can see, these are clearly defined. Okay, so it has well understood stones. So yeah, after creating after each phase you will accomplish a certain milestone. So it has a well understood milestone. Now let's look at the disadvantages of waterfall model. So no working software is produced until late. Sorry, I have written wrong, until date during the during this life cycle using waterfall model. So this is because it is rigid model. So somehow, if we have taken requirement from the user and we started system design, we started implementation, and after implementation we have done testing. In testing, some of our software fails, then our whole project fails, because we cannot go back to a previous stage for corrections. So in this way our whole project will fail. Or if a requirement of user is changed and we are at implementation part, then our project fail. So it is very rigid model and no software is created until date using this. Okay, high amount of risk and uncertainty. So guys, as I already told you, there is a high risk. Okay, so guys, started creating a software and it took you 1 year to reach deployment, and suddenly the requirement changed, the technology in the market changed, so your project just fails. So high amount of risk and uncertainty, you are not certain that what going to be happen next. Poor model for long and ongoing project. As I already told you, if your project is 1 year long, 2 year long, then this model is not good for good for your project. Not suitable for project where requirements are at a moderate to high risk of changing. So risk and uncertainty is high with this process model. So guys, if you have risk of that your requirement will change in 2 months, 3 months, because new technology will introduce to the market, your client will be needing new technology. So if you are creating such kind of such kind of project, then waterfall model is not at all suitable. It is difficult to measure progress within stages. You cannot just measure the progress. You cannot accommodate change in requirement. So this is the same thing. If there is change in requirement, you cannot accommodate this, and your software is just outdated, and it just failed. So yes, this is about a waterfall model. So it is just a fictional kind of model. You cannot use this to create real life projects, or but this model is good for understanding, because these are the steps that are involved in all other models. So in some model it will be like you can go to previous stage, and all these steps are just arranged in different manner in different models. So in spiral model, in iterative model is just advanced waterfall model. So all these are dependent on waterfall model. So if you understand waterfall model clearly, then you can understand any of this model. So guys, don't worry, we have many more videos coming on this SDLC, and we also have SDLC in our TCS NQT crash course, and we also have SDLC in our NQT quiz. So you can buy those also, and we will also keep on updating more videos on YouTube of SDLC. Another thing that I want to tell you is that TCS NQT 2021 special quiz at just 75 rupees. I've also shown you that you can take one free quiz. We also have SDLC question in that quiz, and there is also a special crash course at 249 rupees. So you can take this too, and just prepare for TCS. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we will keep on updating you regarding all the syllabus of TCS NQT 2021.